hello.
Yeah,
How are
hi.
you? Hi. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Very well, thanks. I thought happy to be here. I thought that your name was Peter because you're using or Tom because you're using somebody else's account, I think, right?
Yeah, Peter is my teacher. So we use one account.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Where are you?
Oh, I come from Vietnam.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I was in your part of the world not too long ago after um, 2 years teaching in China, in Hunan. I went around and visited Bali and Thailand before I
Yeah.
came back. And now I'm from the USA, but I'm in South America, our neighbors.
Nice.
Yeah, so I understand you have a teacher. So are you in school learning English?
No, it is there is a village. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
small village, and we learn has lots of students come to here to learn English. Yeah.
oh, wonderful. And what part of Vietnam? What area are you in? By what city or what north, south, where ocean? Where, where are you
Yeah,
located?
this is a place in south of Vietnam. Yeah.
Sounds very, very nice. Are you in a small little town, a city, medium city? Uh, it
This
sounds
is
like you have a friendly place.
this is a big province, but
Yes.
we just live in a mountain, in a hill.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
nice.
we choose
So,
a hill and build some house and learn English together, like the same age me, about
mhm.
18 years old, 20,
Yes.
25. Yeah, and we spend all of time to learn English because we want to focus to learn English about 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year.
Fantastic. That sounds like a wonderful thing, and I think you're doing very well right now. You are speaking um, pretty clearly. I can understand you, and you know how to say. I think you know how to say um, what you're thinking pretty well. Maybe not everything, but
Yeah,
a lot of things. And um, let me ask you so I can help you more. Are you wanting to learn? Do you want to learn English for what purpose or purposes? Work, school, social, watching movies, traveling to maybe Canada or the US one day or Europe? What are your reasons for
yeah,
wanting to learn?
yeah. My purpose when I learn English is I want to become an English teacher in the
Oh, wow,
future.
great,
Yeah, because
great.
I want to come back my hometown and help the children in there, because I born in the countryside and the children in countryside really poor,
Hmm.
so they don't have opportunity to go to English center or international school. And next, the second reason I want to learn English because I want to become a business, and I want to can make business with foreigner, like, yeah, like Canada. Yeah.
Great. So, two main reasons to be an English teacher back in your home area with children growing up who don't have the opportunity to go to the big city to the schools and to do business with
Yeah,
English
foreigner,
speaking people like uh,
or
Americans,
China,
Canadians.
yeah, American, yeah,
Yeah, and also yes, if you do business with people from China or Thailand or Bali or Cambodia, well, Cambodia you probably can maybe understand, but other countries all use English in as the common language. So you're smart to do that, and um, you're doing it at a good time. Being 18, uh, about 18 years old, you if you learn now, you'll have it for your whole life. You know that.
yeah.
So, okay, so what kind of business or businesses do you think you might be interested in? You know,
So
selling things, or is it more, writing books and putting them online? There are so many different kinds of businesses that you could
yeah,
do.
I want to open a tourism company.
Oh, wow. So this would be, um,
Yeah, because my major when I studied at university is tourism, and I really love go traveling,
yeah.
discover some places, and I really like learn history and culture in
Mhm.
another country.
Mhm. Yes. Excellent.
Really
Excellent.
interesting for me.
Yes, me too. I've been traveling for the last 7 years and been in over 50 countries. And before I traveled out of the U.S., I traveled around the USA. Um,
Yeah,
and a little bit out of it. And it just keeps getting more interesting because I've learned to focus on what you're saying that you are interested in too, the history and the culture and the nature too. At first, I didn't know any better. I followed the websites that say top 10, paradise, all that kind of thing, fun, fun, fun. And I found those were more just the party people that are the same to me everywhere. It's not very interesting to me, and I was disappointed. But I changed my focus to what we're talking about, and that made all the difference. So I think you're very smart to think of it that way, and it's great to do a travel business because, of course, you'll meet. As you know, people from all over the world, and that will help you make contacts for your own personal travels so you can combine the different parts of your life in that way. That's really a nice thing to do. And a question I have for you about your ideas or plans to teach the children in your home area, young people there. Is it more um, English for general conversation, or um, do you have a type of English that you want to teach more than another type? You know, there's business English, there's academic English for studying, and one is more formal and one is much more casual, like how people talk in a cafe or on the movies.
yeah,
Do you have an interest in that?
yeah. I understand. So because I have a method to learn English with my
Yes.
teacher, and I really like it. And English is a second language in my country, so
Yes.
the kids they can they can learn English really natural. They can play game and
Mhm.
watch movie, yeah,
Mhm.
and something like that. But I will teach them by my method. I learned with my teacher. Uh, he teach me exercise, take lesson to breath, and we and they fix really careful pronunciation because
Yes.
when the kids they speak wrong, so it's really deep in their mind, and it's really hard to change in the future. So when
Yes.
I teach the kids, the first thing I want to do is teach pronunciation really
Yes.
careful. Yeah.
Excellent.
And
You're right. I agree. You have a good teacher, and you're thinking well, I believe, about that because, as I like to say when I teach in a classroom at universities, one of the first things I tell them is what you're saying is um, first learn how to make the sounds correctly and then expand the vocabulary and improve the grammar because you could be like a computer and know every word if you could, a person could. And if it's not being pronounced correctly, the vocabulary, the words, it's the
yeah,
same as not knowing them in everyday life, in effect. And you have to, student then has to go back and learn them all over again, and
yeah,
it's very frustrating for them, and it takes a lot longer because uh, no one can understand them, and that's the number one goal, is for you to be understood. That's why I said before, you are expressing yourself clearly, and I think you're saying um, all or most of the things that you want to say. um, so okay, so now I know, I understand. By the way, can you see me okay?
yes, I
Can
can
you,
see.
oh, you
Yeah.
can see me? Okay, because on my screen, I think I just need to move this part up a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
I've been doing Cambly for 4 months, and
Yeah.
it's going well. But now is my first day in another country, in a
I
new
see.
country, as I'm traveling now around South America. I'm going to be dividing my time between um, South and Central America and Asia. So I have to see Vietnam. I saw Cambodia. I saw Angkor Wat, and those interesting places. And I learned about the history. I didn't know there was so much intertwined, connected
Yeah.
between Vietnam and Cambodia. Very interesting, and different cultures, similar but distinctly different. I found that fascinating. I'm very interested also in Buddhism, and the food is great. So anyway, those are some of my travel ideas. But going back to your situation and how I can help you a little bit more here today in the
Yeah.
time we have.
Only
Um,
4 minutes.
I, yeah, only 4 minutes, but um, you could learn 2 or 3 words in 4 minutes if you practice later, and then for another day,
Yeah.
another 2 or 3 words, and then in 6 months, that's 500 or 1,000 words. And then when you understand one word, you can understand a similar sounding word um, that has um, some syllables in common, like runner or running or and run. You understand run, you understand runner when you watch TV and you see them announce, "Oh, the runner in lane 2 is really taking the lead. Usain Bolt is, moving ahead." Whatever. Okay, so let's see. For your tourism business,
Mhm.
I think it's important for you to know the word hospitality. Do you know the word hospitality?
Oh, no. What is
It
mean?
it means when someone uh, um, in, in when a visitor is treated well, A new person gets a lot of respect and good assistance from someone at a hotel, usually, or in a tourism business, in which the purpose of which is to help people have a good experience in a new place.
Yeah.
That's called hospitality. And you'll hear Americans and Europeans say hospitality industry. You are interested in the hospitality industry. That's the formal word. The formal word for a a tourism business, which involves showing people a good place to stay that's safe and clean and good places to eat. Show them around. That means you have hospitality, and people will say thank you for your hospitality, or you'll see the reviews on TripAdvisor. Great hospitality. I really appreciated their hospitality. So that's the formal word. You want to say it real quick?
Yeah.
Hospitality. Let's hear you say it.
Yeah, I can
Hospi-
understand. Yeah,
okay.
I understand it. So we have
Okay.
45 seconds. So
Okay.
I want to say thank you so much for your help today.
You're
I
welcome.
want to know your recommend for my pronunciation, but I think it's not enough time.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. You're welcome, and thank you. And you could call me back. Look for my name, Scott Martin, and request
Okay,
an appointment if you want. And
okay.
we can focus on your pronunciation for formal and
Yeah,
as a teacher, and for casual talking to people. Hey, how you doing? Like that.
yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
but you're doing
So
great. Keep up
one
the
second.
good work.
Yeah, thank
Bye.